Okay, the ant and the cricket. A silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of grey summer and spring began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive, he could grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have four legs, some have two. Adapted from Aesop's fable. So let me explain the ant and the cricket. So this is a story in the form of a poem. Okay, so whatever, if a story is in the form of a poem, it is called fable. Okay, so a fable is a story often with animals as characters that conveys a moral. Okay, fable is a story. Sorry, I told you that fable is a story in the form of poem. It is wrong. Fable is a story actually about the animals, but if a story is written in the form of a voice, form of verse, or that is in the form of poem, if a story is written in the form of a poem, it is called ballad. Okay, it is called ballad if the story is written in the form of a poem. So here is the story about the ant and the cricket. It is called a ballad, as well as it is a fable because it is a story about animals, not of human beings. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far reaching significance, which is as true of a four legged cricket as of a two legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. So let me start. A silly young cricket. Silly means fool. Okay. So a silly young cricket accustomed to sing. Accustomed means habituated. The young cricket was habituated or accustomed to sing. He usually sing, uh, sings through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. Whether it is summer season or spring season, the cricket sings with very much happiness. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So when it was winter season, the cricket found his cupboard was empty. Means he had no food. Okay, his cupboard was empty means he had no food. So he began to complain. What did he complain? Not a crumb to be found. Not a crumb means not a piece of food is found on the snow covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So he could see no food, no sign of food anywhere because it is winter season and everywhere there is snow. There was snow covered everywhere in the ground. So there was no food, no flower, no leaf on the tree. So he began to complain about food. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? So the cricket then says, what will become of me? What will happen to me? Because I have no food. How can I survive? How can I live? At last, by starvation and famine, made bold. So the cricket was mad with hunger, with starvation. Starvation means extreme hunger. Hunger. Okay. And famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. The cricket, trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant. Miserly ant means the ant was miser. Miser means he never shared his things with anyone. Although he saved many things, saved many food, many kinds of food items in his nest. The ant never share his food or anything else with anyone else. So it is called a miserly ant. So he set off to a miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. So the cricket went to the ant, the miser ant, to beg some food item, some grain, so that he can live, so that the cricket could live. He wished only to borrow. Borrow means he will return in some days. So borrow means to return. If you borrow something, you have to return. So the cricket went to the ant to borrow some food grain and he would repay it tomorrow. So the cricket promised to return the grain tomorrow, the next day. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. And he also says that if the ant will not help him, if the ant will not lend him some food grains, then he must die of starvation. He will die. The cricket will die of hunger, says the ant to the cricket. So when the cricket went to the ant, what did the ant say? The ant says to the cricket, I'm your servant and friend. So you can ask me anything. I'm your friend. I'm your servant. But we ants never borrow. We ants never lend. But it is the rule of our ants. We ants never lend, never borrow. Okay, we never borrow something, borrow anything from others. We never lend anyone to. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. So quoth the cricket. The cricket says, so whatever. Quoth means quote. So but tell me, dear cricket. So the ant says, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? When the weather was warm, didn't you save anything for the bad days, for the bad weather? The cricket says, no, not I. I haven't saved anything for these bad days. My heart was so light that I sang day and night. The cricket says, my heart was so light, means I was so happy. I was feeling so good, so enjoyable. I enjoyed the weather so gladly. I began to sing. So I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay because the nature was beautiful. I enjoyed the nature, the natural scenic beauties of the nature. For all nature looked gay. Gay means beautiful. You sang, sir, you say? The aunt says, you sang, sir, you sang day and night. Go then, says the aunt. The aunt then says that, then go away. If you sang day and night, I didn't save anything for these bad days, then why did you come to me? Go and dance the winter away. So you sang in the warm days, in the good days. So this is winter season, go and dance. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have four legs, some have two. So here the ending. So it is the end of the story. The ant did not borrow anything to the cricket. Why? Because the ant was very hardworking. He saved many food items, much more food items for the bad days, because he expected the bad days will come and he has to save some food for the bad days. Okay, but the cricket did not save anything for the bad days, so he had to go and borrow some food item from the ant, but the ant did not give anything, because he understood that the cricket was very lazy. He never saved anything, only danced and sang all through the good days. So the ant drove the cricket away, did not lend anything to the cricket. So it is the end of the story. And out of the door turned the poor little cricket. The little cricket went away. The poor little cricket went away because the ant did not give anything. So folks call this a fable. So people say this is a fable, this is a story, just a story about the animals. It may not be true, but it is true. I will warrant it is true. Why? Because some crickets have four legs. Some crickets have four legs. Some animals have four legs. Those animals like cricket, who are very lazy, they do not save any food for the bad days. They are not very much aware about the bad weather. So they may not save some food. Like the crickets of having four legs, some have two. Some have two here means it is a lesson to the human beings. Here two legs means the human beings. Cricket has no two leg. No cricket has any. No cricket has two leg. But the human beings have two legs. So it is the lesson for the human beings to save for the bad days, so that he will never be unhappy. He will never be unhappy for the bad days, in the bad days, because if he will save for the bad days, he will live happily the bad days, he will adjust to live the bad days, and he will live happily in the good days too. So it is the story about the ant and the cricket. We got a very good lesson that we should save something for the bad days. Whether it is money, whether it is food, we should always save. Like this is your lockdown period. This is lockdown everywhere. Most of the shops or most of the markets are closed. So we should have saved some money for these days. There is no employment, no earning of the people. Most of the people are sitting just at the home, so they should have saved some money for these days. So we got a very good lesson from this story.